Nona, business news. Hello.
Hi. Well, let's see what we got.
You tell me. I'll tell you what my script says. Turning to business news now with Nona Peltier. I've done that.
I can fill in the blanks. There you go. How's that sound? You had that look on your face, I could tell. Okay, so let's see now. The country's biggest retail power company, that's Genesis Energy, has increased its stake in the Kope oil and gas field. They bought 15% from New Zealand Oil and Gas, and they bought it for, I guess, $168 million. Well, New Zealand Oil and Gas thought that was a wonderful offer and took it, and are going to use that money to invest in other things. But Genesis thinks that's an awesome investment that brings them to 46% of that field, and they're going to use the cash flow from that to provide those dividends to shareholders for some time to come.
So New Zealand Oil and Gas are delighted. Genesis is delighted.
Well, it's all good news there, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, now what else do we have? Oh, yes, the New Zealand share market operator NZX.
Yeah.
Well, this long legal battle they've had with their, I guess, one-time partner, which would be Rallick, who had a grain exchange in Melbourne. Anyways, that all went south pretty fast, and they've been battling out in the courts now for since 2009, pretty much from the beginning. Some $40 million in counterclaim. Well, the courts finally decided, guess what, guys? You're not getting anything. Neither one side of the parties are getting nothing, not in damages and not in costs.
It's been a fascinating case, hasn't it?
Yes, and I spoke with Tim Bennett this afternoon, and he was kind of relieved. It's over.
Yeah,
it's over. However, he said, appeals are possible. So he said it's a very long, lengthy decision by the High Court, but really, I think it's probably over. I think they're all tired of it, but You never know. And so what happened with the markets? Well, we ended up about 0.8%. That's the NZX Top 50 Index. That's 54 points to 6,825. You might wonder why.
Why?
Well, because the markets have settled down after the, you remember that Donald Trump election win?
I've tried to forget it, Nona, but yes, it's only a week ago today, right?
It's been off our Richter scale, I think. Yes, well, anyways, the markets have settled down a little bit, and despite the really high value of the U.S. dollar, because his policies are going to call for probably more debt, more inflation, and an increase in interest rates, so the money is fleeing back to the U.S., and the U.S. dollar is quite high, but our New Zealand dollar is holding steady despite all of the upheaval, literally. We're holding steady at 70.9 U.S. cents, 93.8 Australian, and 56.9 British pence.
Nona Peltier, you effectively interviewed yourself then. It was magnificent. It was like an extraordinary monologue. Thank you, Nona. We appreciated it.